So we can't remove any of the tape. The only reason that we're even having an in-person induction is because we're maintaining protocols. So please don't remove any tape. Now the senior officers of the National Honor Society will lead the new inductees to their seats. Please stand to give them a warm welcome. Our Masters of Ceremonies, Caroline Richards and Amber Pastana.
Good evening, and thank you for being with us this evening to celebrate the accomplishments of these outstanding students. This evening's ceremony is being live streamed on EDTV. At this time, please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance and remain standing for the playing of our national anthem. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly
Dr. Campbell, Dr. Rogers, Mr. Trophy, Mr. Parslin, parents, family, and friends. Welcome to the Plymouth North 2021 National Honor Society induction ceremony. We are gathered here to formally recognize those students who have been selected by the faculty of our school for successfully completing their candidacy and being inducted as members of the Plymouth North High School Massasoit chapter of the National Honor Society. For current members and those former members who may be in attendance tonight, we hope this will serve you as a reminder of the standards of excellence you must always maintain as members of the nation's oldest, largest, and most prestigious student recognition program. Our chapter is proud to induct these new members not only because of their strong academic records, but also because they serve as leaders and role models in our school and community. It is now my pleasure to introduce Nicholas Bodie, National Honor Society co-president, to deliver the President's Address.
Good evening and welcome to tonight's induction ceremony into the Plymouth North High School Massasoit chapter of the National Honor Society. I would like to thank Dr. Campbell, Dr. Rogers, Mr. Shofi, and Mr. Parslin, our chapter advisors, Mrs. Doff and Mrs. Burt, and all of the parents for coming here this evening to show their support. I am honored and privileged to congratulate the students in front of me for their acceptance into our distinguished organization. This year marks the centennial anniversary of the National Honor Society, which will be celebrated on March 1st, 2020. The purpose of the National Honor Society is to recognize the commitment to the values of character, scholarship, leadership, and service among extraordinary students. These 4 pillars inspire our members to challenge themselves daily to further engage in school activities and community service. Our members are captains of varsity sports teams, officers in student council, founders of the Leadership Club, drum majors in the marching band, and local scout leaders. They are also members of our school news network, presidents of Amnesty International, lead roles in school plays, captains of the math team, Model UN members, and DECA state and national competitors. Every year, our chapter gives back to the community with over 2,000 volunteer hours. One of these opportunities is the South Shore Community Action Food Pantry, where we collect over 300 pounds of food and put together 15 Thanksgiving baskets for families in need each year. In addition, we collect over 30 pints of blood during our annual blood drive and introduce over 40 new donors to the process. Each inductee here has proven that they are ready to live up to the ideals of the National Honor Society and join us in giving back to our school and community. Even as the world was impacted by the pandemic, you all have continued to show dedication to helping and leading others, as well as holding yourself to a higher academic standard. As the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. once said, "No work is insignificant. All labor that uplifts humanity has dignity and importance and should be undertaken with painstaking excellence." As a member of the National Honor Society, you will share an experience with many respected figures, including presidents of the United States, cabinet members, ambassadors, members of Congress, judges, astronauts, Olympic medalists, and professional coaches and athletes. This opportunity is truly an honor, and you should be proud of your accomplishments that led you here. We should all be thankful to our parents, friends, and teachers who have demonstrated constant support in our lives. On behalf of my co-president, Emma George, and the other chapter officers, I would like to formally congratulate you for your hard work and dedication to school, the community, and others. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy the evening.
Thank you, Nick. The National Honor Society is represented by the colors blue and gold. Blue representing education and gold representing excellence. NHS Vice President Caroline Richards will speak on these colors and the impact they have on the National Honor Society.
The National Honor Society recognizes the students here today and from across the country who show immense commitment to their character, service, leadership, and scholarship. 2 colors represent NHS and their members, blue and gold. The color blue symbolizes wisdom, strength, and intelligence. Wisdom of these students to help guide their community through solidarity and companionship. strength to keep striving to become leaders and uplift their communities from hardships. Hardships we've all been especially too familiar with this year. And the intelligence to remain curious about the world and to constantly seek answers. Now gold, which represents our students' compassion, excellence, and power. Compassion they have already shown through community service, where they help one another and support another in need. Excellence in maintaining your commitment to school, friends, and family is being celebrated here today. Power. Power through activism, intelligence, and character this world so desperately needs. 1 year ago, I sat where these students are here tonight, excited about being a part of NHS and proud what I had accomplished thus far. I can honestly tell you, I was not expecting a global pandemic or social and political unrest. However, I am proud of how our NHS members to continue to help their community, and they've demonstrated compassion and unity. Blue and gold, two simple colors that may seem ordinary, but represent something much more extraordinary. These students have already accomplished so much, and I urge them to keep being curious, keep helping your community, and most importantly, wear blue and gold as a reminder to uphold this honor of being a National Honor Society member and to continue to shape your community. Thank you.
The 5 unlit candles, which stand before you, each symbolize a part of tonight's ceremony. The candle in the middle represents the eternal light of knowledge that NHS members must continue to pass on, casting a light that encompasses the remaining of the 4 candles. These candles represent the pillars of the National Honor Society: character, leadership, scholarship, and service. Each new inductee will pledge to uphold these attributes and spread the light of their hard-earned knowledge. As we begin the induction of our new members, our current NHS members and officers will speak on the 4 pillars of the National Honor Society and the impact they have on our chapter, while an NHS inductee lights the candle representing each of these values. Please welcome NHS member Sean Riley, who will speak on scholarship, while Mariah Chung lights the candle.
Good evening, everyone. Congratulations again to all of our inductees. I know you can all attest that this honor requires countless hours of tireless dedication to your academics and your community to achieve. That is something to be proud of. When I was a freshman, I thought scholarship was determined by the letters we received on the blue paper that we all too familiar with. I would become uneasy if I did not complete an assignment in exchange for an extra hour of sleep, always thinking that this would become a habit. I will admit, however, something about those muffins at the honors breakfast always seemed to make those late nights worthwhile. But I now understand that scholarship is about more than satisfaction that any muffin can provide. It's about improvement. As classmates, we're all improving. The purpose of National Honor Society is to bring us closer together with our community and with each other, so that as we donate our service to others, we may learn from each other and improve ourselves. Improving on a test is one thing, but using our experience to help tutor others, that's scholarship. To quote Steve Prefontaine, the late and inspirational former runner from Oregon, to give anything less than your best is to sacrifice the gift. All of you have achieved great success and demonstrated scholarship by being the best version of yourselves. This is something to be proud of. So when you're asked what it takes to get an invitation to the National Honor Society, tell them that you don't need to be number 1 in your class. What you need is the consistent passion to improve yourself and those around you. Once again, congratulations.
Thank you, Sean. NHS Vice President Bridget Campbell will speak on character, while Russell Hoach lights the candle.
Good evening. I have been asked to speak about the most fundamental pillar upon which National Honor Society was founded: character. Well, there is no one-word synonym that encompasses all that the term character means. I believe French philosopher Jean-Paul Sartre described this quality well when he wrote, We are our choices. Character is intimately linked with the choices we make. It is the product of our constant striving to make the right ones, day after day. Character is something we know when we see it, and we know when it is missing. It is about morals and beliefs. It is about doing the right thing when no one is looking, and doing the right thing when everyone is looking. Being inducted into NHS is a recognition of your good character. You have been chosen to be part of this society for a reason, and as an NHS member, you will strive to meet this ideal in many ways. Through a concern for and personal commitment to our community, through your own integrity, honesty, and trust, through willingness to stand and be an advocate for those who are experiencing adversity, through a demonstrated commitment to fairness and social justice, and through a respect for the rights, needs, and reputation of others. When you assume the responsibility of being a member of NHS, you are held accountable for these high ideals. By demonstrating such qualities as respect, responsibility, trustworthiness, fairness, caring, and citizenship, we may hope to provide by example that we value character. Congratulations on becoming members of our Massasoit chapter of the National Honor Society. Recognizing that character is not only important, but can be developed, NHS encourages us to continue setting high standards for ourselves and commit to being greater students, role models, and people. Your character is integral to and imperative for our society, and we welcome your values, talents, contributions to further the goals of NHS and have a positive impact on our community. Thank you.
Thank you, Bridget. At this time, NHS Co-President Emma George will speak on leadership while Jordan Grant lights the candle.
Think about someone you consider a leader. Who comes to mind? What qualities do they possess? We all have our own version of a leader. They come in many different forms. A leader to you could be anyone. Now, I could stand here in front of you and read off the dictionary definition of a leader, but in my opinion, it cannot be defined in a simple sentence because it is so much more than that. As a member of NHS, leadership is an important quality to display. It doesn't matter if you're an officer or a member, every time you volunteer, you are demonstrating leadership in the community. Being a part of NHS means being a model for those around you. As you go out and give back into our community, you will soon realize that you are the person an elementary or middle school student will look up to and be inspired by. This is why it is important to display the positive qualities that make a strong leader, such as integrity, determination, and respect. Integrity is an integral part of who you are as a leader. Having a secure moral code as you reflect on the needs of others ensures that your influence over others is positive. Integrity is about doing what's right, not easy. It's about making the best decisions on behalf of the common good, being honest and transparent with others, as well as making good decisions. A true leader is also determined. They know that giving up isn't an option. By taking initiative as well as being motivated, those around you will follow your lead, and you can expect the same from them. For when you refuse to back down in the face of a challenge and believe in yourself and a common goal, you can turn the impossible possible. In addition, respect is vital. I want to emphasize that as a leader, you receive what you give. If you do not respect your peers and instead treat them as if they are less than you, then it won't be surprising to find out that they do not respect you. Without their respect, it is almost certain that you will not get the cooperation necessary to progress towards the goals and success that you desire. I hope if you could take one thing away from this speech, it is that a leader is nothing without its peers. Now I want to leave you with one last quote by William Arthur Wood that I think is very representative of leadership. Leadership is based on inspiration, not domination, on cooperation, not intimidation. I encourage you to look around the auditorium and ask yourself, are you a leader? If you are not, are you ready for the opportunity NHS will provide to you to become one? Congratulations on your acceptance and good luck with your future endeavors.
Thank you, Emma. Finally, Vice President Anthony Zucchini will speak on service while Jenna Abraham lights the candle.
Before I begin, I just want to congratulate each of you for your achievements, the values and ideals to which you uphold, and your willingness to make a difference. It is truly a privilege to be here tonight, and you all should be proud of how far you've come. One of the pillars upon which the National Honor Society was founded on is service. To others, as well as to the community, service can be applied in a variety of ways. Becoming a member of NHS is a privilege, and when you join, you are joining something much bigger than yourself. Community service not only increases awareness of what the community needs, it also gets you more involved, encourages you to make a difference, and rewards you when you help others. Service to the community benefits society as a whole. As a service organization, NHS will provide you with countless fulfilling opportunities to give back. A suggestion would be to carry out your service hours gradually over time and frequently. Doing so allows you to volunteer, and it also makes it easier for you to get your hours completed. Most importantly, you'll have new experiences in your community, and you'll see the joy you are giving to others. Don't let community service be just another task on your to-do list. If you go in with a positive attitude, I promise your volunteering experiences will serve something much deeper in yourself. There's no better feeling than acting selfless towards others, and being willing to go out of your way is critical to making a difference. Your contribution, regardless of how big or small, is significant and really does make a difference. You make a difference. So, be willing to give back and stay positive. I promise you will be rewarded. Thank you, and once again, congratulations to all of you.
Thank you to our officers for sharing their thoughts on what the values of NHS mean to them. I invite Co-President Emma George back to the podium to lead our inductees in the National Honor Society Pledge.
If the new inductees could raise their right hand and repeat after me. I pledge myself to uphold the high purposes of the National Honor Society to which I have been elected. I will be true to the principles for which it stands. I will be loyal at all times to my school, and I will maintain and encourage high standards of scholarship, character, leadership, and service. You can be seated.
At this time, I welcome Plymouth North Principal Mr. Parslin and Assistant Principals Mr. Butters, Ms. McGuire, and Mr. Jansowitz to the stage to acknowledge each of our newly inducted NHS members and present them with their membership pins.
Mariah Chung. Kyle Daly. Jordan Grant. Krista Hinckley. Russell Hoach. Owen Kelly. Brandon Nguyen. Isabella Pearson. Ryan Sears. Jenna Abraham. Gwyneth Amante. Mason Anglin Rizzo. Gregory Bartlett. Grace Beatty. Melanie Benner. Hannah Capel. Haley Carlin. Natalie Carlin. Caroline Chambers. Justin Chung. Peyton Cohane. Miranda Coleman. Jenna Cook. Robert Cooney. Madeline Dei. Sophia DeCola. Ella Derby. Catherine Donahoe. Nicholas Dortana. Lindsay Dyer. Annabella Eaton. Sophia Espinola. Hannah Flockton. Jack George. Samuel Gervasi. And Alessandro Gill.
Please join me in congratulating the newest members of the Massasoit chapter of the National Honor Society. Mr. Parcelin would like to share a word of congratulation with our members.
Take advantage of the step that you guys have down here. First of all, I apologize, Caroline, for messing up the flow of the seats. I don't know if that caused a problem or not. First and foremost, congratulations. Congratulations to all the inductees tonight. It goes without saying that this is our first event of the 2021 school year. I think this went swimmingly comparatively to the rest of the year. But most importantly, I want to say thank you to Caroline, to Amber, to Bridget, to Nick, to Emma, to Sean, and to Anthony, and to Ms. Doloff and to Ms. Burt for having the courage to do this. I know that I sat down with the advisors about a month or two ago, and we had a conversation about whether or not this should happen. The conversation was that if our athletes can play field hockey and basketball, our academic students of high achievement should be recognized as well. So, I know events like this are always fraught with concern, but they were up here for days planning with both cohorts. These kids are committed to this. I think it showed up in their speeches tonight. What they wrote mattered. What they said was true. So I hope that all of you guys were listening. I know I was, and the stuff that they wrote, even about the honors breakfast muffins, Sean, are spot on, I would say. Most of all, tonight represents sacrifice, hard work, effort. It represents a lot of what you have put into your individual journeys in this building. But I also don't want to be remiss in mentioning it's because of all the support behind you as well. So when you go home tonight, please thank your families for all the support they've given you to allow you to put all your focus and all your effort into all of these things. So there are a lot of people who've come before you tonight, and you guys represent this class, these officers, and this class of inductees specifically represent, I think, a pivotal moment. And I think it's really important for you guys to see. I know National Honor Society can feel like it's something you've worked towards. And I know National Honor Society and being a part of this organization is something that we can refer to as a moment of pride for you in all the effort that you've put in the years in this building. I know it can also represent something you can hold up as an achievement. But I think it's a beginning. And I think that the way you should look at this moment today is a recognition of all of your ability. The students that I'm looking at, I've seen for years do some pretty amazing things in this building. And your membership in this organization shows your aptitude and your potential. And I guess the real question, especially on a weird moment like this, where we're all 6 feet apart and we're not sure what the future holds, the question I want you to ask as you walk out of here tonight is really, what are you going to do with that potential? Today, as a member of and these kids said it. I'm really reflecting what their speeches were tonight. But I want you to walk out of here, and I want you to think about all of the things you're going to do with the skill and the potential that you have. Because it is a reflection of the years of hard work and the years of ability that you have blood, sweat, and tears put into your academic efforts in this building. But it also represents unbelievably bright futures. And so what I want, and I'm also looking out here, and it's a little bright, but I saw you all come across the stage. You guys are all different. You guys are artists, and you guys are athletes, and you guys, just like they said up here, you guys are all very individual kids. And so what I want you to walk away with is not only how are you going to improve what you've already done, I want you to think about how are you going to use all this ability you have to change the future ahead of you, because we need you. And so I want you to see today not just as an achievement, not just something you can put on a college application, not just something that you can say your parents can be proud of, because if my kid was sitting out here, I'd be proud of that too. And I think they should be very proud of you, because there's a lot to be proud of. But I also know this is the first day of the rest of your life. So as you get up and you walk out of here, you should be really proud. And you worked hard for this moment, and it is savor it. Savor this moment. And I think your parents should do the same, but I want you to also walk out of here and know that you're the best and the brightest that we have. And so with these accolades comes a sense of responsibility, that in each and every one of the little individual people that you are, which you are all very different, I hope that you'll take this and you'll walk out of here and you'll impact the rest of the kids in this building who might not have all the support that you have or might not have all the ability that you have, and make the world a little bit better for them. And so when you go out, and these kids said it in their speeches today, they talked about character and leadership, and they talked about scholarship, not just in the work that you do, but how you tutor other people. I was listening, it was awesome. And I want you to think about how you affect that, and how you take all of this effort that you've put in and what you're going to do with it tomorrow, because that's, I think, what really matters. And I know from knowing each of you in the little ways or the big ways that I do, I know you're going to do some pretty amazing things, and I don't want you to ever hesitate to do that. So if there's one thing, a principle on a very, very happy night, it was just great to see kids walking in this pack to be recognized finally, again. And it's a little bit of an emotional thing to see these kids walk in here again and be recognized, because you deserve it. And so my hope is that you'll take all those accolades and you will take all the pride that your families have for you, and you will go do some pretty amazing things. So see this as not just something to put on a transcript. See this as an opportunity to do something amazing, and know that we all have your back and we believe in you. So congratulations, make the most of it, and thank you most importantly to the advisors and the officers who took the risk to do this, because it is a risk. So thank you. Have a great night, and I don't know who's next in here, but you guys have done a great job. Thank you.
Each inductee chose a teacher who has had a profound impact on his or her education and has sent them a letter thanking them for their dedication to their students and for inspiring them to become lifelong learners. Although we were unable to invite these teachers to tonight's ceremony, we would like to read their names in recognition. Ms. Crystal Abbott, Mrs. Erin Auger, Mr. Mike Bastoni, Mr. Chris Bruno, Ms. Elisa Burek, Ms. Erin Callahan, Ms. Nancy Cavici, Ms. Laura Daly, Mrs. Melanie Doloff, Mrs. Laura Drew, Mr. Peter Fabian, Ms. Jennifer Fioli, Ms. Jessica Fuller, Mr. Jim Gavin, Ryan Greenberg, Mr. David Grossman, Mr. Jeremy Hales, Mrs. Leslie Hamilton, Ms. Sue Harrington, Mr. Robert Keefe, Mrs. Joanne Keyser, Mr. John Lehman, Mrs. Eileen Lincoln, Ms. Kayla McCarthy, Mrs. Jolie McCusker, Mr. Stephen Moore, Mr. Carl Nielsen, Ms. Maria Pacheco, Mr. Ryan Roscoe, Mrs. Mary Raymond, Mrs. Nancy Rozak, Ms. Catherine Schramm, Mr. Andy Shaw, Ms. Kathleen Shaw, Mr. Daniel Sheehan, Ms. Jennifer Smith, Mrs. Amy Strohschneider, Mr. Derek Strohschneider, and Ms. Angela Bellino.
Before we end this evening, we would like to thank the NHS Faculty Council members for their efforts in making this induction possible. Thank you to Mr. David Clark, Mr. Donna Parolo, Ms. Brittany Hildebrand, Ms. Lauren Allen, Ms. Michelle Lewison, Ms. Angelina Valino, and Ms. Tara Frere. Thank you to our faculty advisors, Ms. Jane Burt and Ms. Melanie Doloff. But we would be remiss if we did not thank the parents, guardians, and family members for all you have done to get your student to this proud, prestigious event. NHS members, please stand and recognize the support and sacrifices of those who have gotten you to this point.
You guys can be seated.
This concludes our NHS induction ceremony. We thank you again for attending this evening and for your continued support for our National Honor Society chapter. Please, all members rise again. And on behalf of the NHS officers, I would like to once again congratulate you for all of your hard work, your work ethic, and your service to our community. And we look forward to working with you. Invited guests, please wait until all NHS members have filed out. Thank you, guys.